Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Clueless Drinker. This is currently take 4 of this review. I wanted to do a beer review of this beer because it's one that I've been interested in trying, because it's Christmas beer and it's winter beer, and I want to try as many of them as possible while they're in season. There have been a few Oktoberfest beers that I've wanted to try, but obviously because I've been buying other stuff, they're getting harder to find now since, Oktoberfest finished ages ago. So beer's already in the glass, I've already smelt it, I've already tasted it, but I've got a good portion of it left so I can do another review. And to cut a long story short, the beer that I'm reviewing today is the Weinachts Bier from nchshof, which I'm sure is a brewery that a lot of you guys outside of Germany will know. The fact that it's not only got beer translated in multiple languages, but the ingredients, I'm expecting this one to be fairly easy to pick up. A nice little cheeky yet somewhat creepy image of Father Christmas. It's what you'd expect from a winter Christmas sort of beer. Got that sort of imagery there. A really nice looking beer actually. And this is a flip top, so there is the crown. This is coming in at 5.6%. Beer in a glass. And to me, that's just like your typical Helles, your typical lager. Nothing too festive about its appearance. From what I've seen so far, the winter beers and the fest beers and the Christmas beers, is they've got they're a little bit more on the browner side, like a maltier look inside, and it's got that level of festiveness to it, if you will. Looks really nice. Really nice orange strawy colour. When I poured the beer, it had about one finger's worth of fluffy white head, and it's got a nice steady amount of carbonation. Let's give it a sniff. I'm getting grassy notes, I'm getting those malty notes as well. I don't know whether it's just because I'm tricking myself, but I am detecting like wintry spice mixes in there. Like something that you put in a fruitcake or a Christmas pudding or a mince pie, cinnamon, nutmeg. And it's got like a really nice savoury, peppery, herby note. So it smells like a lager. And just like the way it looks, it's lacking some of those characteristics from some of the other winter beers that I have tried so far. So the most important thing is, what's it taste like? Let's find out. Cheers. Went straight to the back of my throat. Let's try again. Where are those festive notes? This to me, although it's nice, it's high quality, it's crisp, it's refreshing, it just tastes like a traditional Helles. This tastes more along the lines of like something you drink at the height of summer. When you drink it cold, it's crisp, it's refreshing. It's going to quench your thirst and it's going to revitalise you somewhat. I'm not getting really anything too festive at all. Some things just tell me that this is not too far removed from maybe the Helles beer that they have all year round. Those like festive-y sniffs that I picked up, although faint, I'm not picking that up at all in the taste. I am picking up like a slight honey flavour, because I usually pick that up in lagers and Helles beers. You're definitely getting those strawy notes, those grassy, earthy tones in there. The malt is there, but it's a lot lighter. And yeah, if you were to just pour a glass of this and give it to me, I'd think that this was a really nice, regular Helles beer. And it might be shallow, but I am going to take a couple of points off that, because if you're going to market this as a specialty beer and like a seasonal Christmassy sort of brew, have something actually Christmassy and seasonal about it. I say that, but I haven't tried the Helles beer for a hell of a long time, pardon the pun, so it's probably unfair me saying that. But even with some of the weaker winter beers that I've tried recently, I am detecting like a festive, celebratory vibe. And this just doesn't have that for me. In a beer in itself, it's a really solid lager. It's what you expect with a high quality Helles beer. So if you're one of those people who are just blindly against lagers, whether it's an AB InBev company or if it's from your local craft beer store, because trust me, there are people who are just instantly shit on a lager because it's a lager. I like lagers every now and then. It doesn't matter if it's micro, macro or homebrew. I like a good lager because it's a good safe bet. It's sessionable. It does the job. It goes with any cuisine. It goes with any situation. You can drink it on your own, have a couple, you know, just leisurely beers, or you can buy a 6-pack and go to a friend's house, or have it with a meal. I like the lager style, and this is a really good example of it. I'm just not getting those festive vibes. So I'm probably going to knock a couple of points off in that regard. But I could happily give this beer an 8 out of 10. It's a really solid lager. And yeah, if this is what the normal Helles is like, then that could be a regular staple for me. Of course, I will be trying that now. I've got a bit of like a love-hate relationship with nchshof. Their lager beer, especially the actual lager beer, that was probably one of the weakest tasting beers that I've ever had. It was just at that point where there was just nothing to really say about it last time I tried it, and that beer kind of put me off the brewery. And the other beers that I've tried from them, I've never really been too excited by, so they're a brewery that I don't really touch. But drinking this, I'm enjoying it. It's going down a treat. I'm going to revisit them and do some more reviews. It's an 8 out of 10 from me. If you want a good lager and you want a good introduction to German beer, then definitely give this a try. I'm guessing that it's going to be relatively easy to import, just for the fact that there's multiple languages on the back of the bottle. So if you see it, give it a try. If you're skeptical about the lager style, give it a try. If you're relatively new to drinking real ales, craft beers, beers from around the world that actually have flavour, give it a try. It's a really good, simple beer. So it's an 8 out of 10 from me. Very solid. If it was just a bit more flavoursome and it actually had a festive vibe to it, it could have easily been a 9 out of 10. Of course, that's all subjective, and you could have a beer that everyone hates, but you enjoy it, and it's fantastic. So yeah, it's an 8 out of 10 from me. That's the nchshof Weinachts Bier. Give it a try, because I'm sure a lot of people would enjoy this one. So if you want to find out more about the brewery and the beer itself, links will be in the description box down below. Also, check out the Clueless Drinker playlist for some of my other beer reviews. And until the next time, guys, cheers. I could just taste that burp.